I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do?
So I just had a dream one night that I had flowers on Elle's wall, and that's where all of this was born. I grabbed out my iPad and started sketching out those daisies, and I drew about 4 or 5 different designs. And I wanted to do it this way just so that all the daisies would be in a uniform way as opposed to freehanding it onto the wall. So from Amazon, I ordered this stencil paper. I also got a Cricut deep point blade to cut through that thick stencil paper and a purple mat to adhere it to. And if you guys are trying a similar project, of course I will link everything I used down below so you can get the exact materials. Here I've uploaded 3 different designs of the daisies, and I'm just going to resize it so that it's 1 flower per page. And once that's done, I have to go into my materials and I'm going to switch it to stencil. That way my Cricut machine knows how deep to cut. And here is the easy part because of course the machine is doing all the cutting for me and creating these perfect stencils that I could keep uniform flowers on the wall. So after repeating that process, I ended up with these stencils. I also made some that were just smaller to go in between the larger flowers. Starting with the base color of her wall, I wanted it to be this like retro dusty pink, and I will link all the colors below. And to do the stencils onto the wall, I first started off using this little mini stencil roller, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it, so I do end up switching to a brush later on. I also used Sherwin Williams flat white paint because I didn't want any kind of gloss to the wall. Using green frog tape, I taped the stencils to the wall, making sure there was no kind of air bubbles and it was completely flat to the wall. Using this green tape, it didn't pull up any of the pink paint, so I was super happy about that. One thing I did learn from this process is the less paint that you have on your roller, the cleaner your stencil will be once you pull it away from the wall. If you load your roller up with too much paint, it's going to seep behind the stencil and those lines just won't be as clean when you pull it away. There were some flowers that I had to go over twice just to make sure that it was fully opaque and there was no pink showing through the wall. And that's when I started to prefer the brush because it just made it so much easier to get through every petal of the flower. And after that, it was just a matter of repeating this all across the wall. I do turn the stencil around a lot because I didn't want 2 flowers to be exactly the same. So I just kind of worked my way all around, and at the end, I go in and make smaller flowers. Once I was done with that, putting in these little yellow circles was so satisfying to me. I don't know if it was just the shape of it or just how fast it was, but instead of buying yellow wall paint, what I did was I just took some of the flat white paint and mixed in a little bit of golden yellow acrylic paint. So now Elle just has the happiest room, because how can you not smile just walking into her room and seeing this? She loves it and I am obsessed with it. I highly recommend this quick little project.
I painted it with the paintbrush.